I think it's safe to say that the UK is in massive jeopardy at the minute. And I think it's also safe to say that we're at the stage where we have to take very seriously what happens next in our country and in what's loosely called the patriotic movement. And I really class the patriotic movement as people that broadly agree with the principles that we've laid out in a document that we call the Pledge. We start work on the Pledge in 2023, and I think when you read the Pledge, and I'm going to put the link in the description below, you'll realise that it sums up what most right-thinking people in the United Kingdom think. But I think what we've got to do as a group of people that believe this really in what were traditional British values: freedom, equality, democracy. So that's freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, freedom of assembly. All of these things have been taken off us. Equality before the law. Now that means there are no you're judged on the contents of your character, not the colour of your skin. And democracy. And all of those three pillars of British society are being demolished by the deep state, by sinister players and religious extremists, and of course the mainstream parties are going along with this. And if the Labour Party gain power, you're going to have a political party in power that has a large number of political extremists within its ranks. Whether they be religious extremists or communists, there are extremists within the Labour Party. And to be brutally fair and honest, you don't get that in the Conservative Party. I don't like the Conservative Party, but you don't get the loony left and the religious fanatics like you do in the Labour Party. And again, as we all know, there's been a massive problem over recent years with anti-Semitism in the Labour Party, and that's come from the far left and from the religious fanatics. So it's almost there's almost no doubt that the Labour Party are going to win the next election. Why Rishi has called the election, nobody knows. It seems very strange. But what we've done with the Pledge is produced a document that basically anybody from any side of what we call the patriotic movement should be able to sign up to. It's not tied to any one individual. It's not tied to any one organisation. It is completely free for everybody to sign up to, everybody to read through it and sign up, say, yes, I support the Pledge. And the reality is, the idea behind the Pledge is very simple. People sign up to the Pledge. We then go to the local MP in the area where those people have signed up to. And if there's 10,000 people, 5,000 people, we say to the local MP, basically, you have, do you support the Pledge? Do you support these principles of freedom, equality, democracy, sovereignty? There's other things in there as well. It's quite a long document and it's very well thought out and very well written. But what we do is we then go to the local MP, say, do you support these principles? If you do, great, we can back you, we can support you. You sign the Pledge as well, you're one of us. And if they don't, then it's okay, see ya. And we can probably stand our own candidate in those areas. That is the basic principle behind it. We're not going to be able to do that before this next general election. But again, I'm talking to a lot of people. Did an interview with Paul Thorpe last night about the Pledge. And we've also been talking to Tommy. We've been talking to other partners that I'm not going to mention at the minute because they're kind of in the background. So there's a lot of people interested in this idea. The site's there. I'm going to put the link in the description below. Feel free to sign up. Feel free to have a look at it. If you don't want to sign up, that's absolutely fine. We're not pressuring anyone. But this could be a very valuable tool in the arsenal in the battle ahead. Now, I know Tommy's got big, massive plans for what he's going to do in terms of the movement over the next few weeks and months. And obviously, we're fully supportive of that. We're not in any way in competition. But this is a separate thing. This is really, I think, the ideology that underpins everything that we do, if that makes sense. And that's what this is all about. It's about getting the ideology right and giving people something to believe in. It's what my friend that wrote the pledge, and again, he keeps himself very much in the shadows. He calls it values-based politics, and I think that's the best way to describe it. If you